Hi and welcome to Terry's Travels and welcome to South Kensington Station. This is going to be the last bit. This is going to be the last part of my walk from Werribee to Melbourne Naarm. And I'm feeling a bit sad this morning about it. Maybe sad that it's going to be over. I've had weird feelings about it on the train ride here. Things like, what's the purpose of it? Why did I do it? Does it mean anything? Lots of stuff like that, which I'm going to have to unpack at some stage. But right now, I'm going to head up here and start this walk and get it going and really finish what I started, which is what, for me, it's all about. So just let me get my phone directions, which I do have here, because there are a couple of wiggly bits that I have to take into account as I meander toward the city. And there we go. Okay, I think I know where I'm going, though I could be wrong. Let's get started. How is everybody? It's a bit of a cold morning here, and I've got a couple of concerns because it may rain, which would be less than lovely, let's just say. It's there's another view of the station there. So I'm trying to get this done before it pisses down, wets the camera, wets me more importantly though. At the moment I'm more concerned about the camera. And just move along. There's a nice little park here, by the way. Bit of landscaping. Another view of the station. Very busy train line along here. We're going to parallel it a bit, kind of, sort of, for a while. I'm just going to check my map because it may say we go up this alley. Does it? No, that's a pity. Though technically we can, but I'll stick to the main bit. See the bluestone cobblestones? A feature of inner city Melbourne. There's a lot of those around. Okay, onward. It's very different from where we started, isn't it? What? I've got to go uphill? That can't be right. Fortunately, we're moving away from the train tracks, which are a bit annoyingly loud. Some nice little formal workers' cottages here. From a time when working people could afford to live this close to Melbourne. I'm just pausing here to put on my new gloves, which won't fall apart. Nice and warm. Yeah, they're snug. Yeah, so we're going to be going from terrace houses like this to the brutalist modern architecture down at Docklands. So it's going to be a very different scene as we travel along. Okay, we're going to chuck a ride up here, according to the map, and head along for a while. And I think I spy a street library. Let's have a look. And in fact I do. Right here. Let's see what there is. There's Greg Bear there. Raw vegan meals. Bunch of Colleen McCullochs. They don't have these out my way, which is a shame. Chappelle Corby's autobiography. If you don't know who she is, that might be a bit of a Google search for you. Nothing that particularly grabs me here. Do You Dare, the last horse race. A Yemen survival kit. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. And down here, a bunch of children's books. Great, I like this, it's good. Now let's get to Melbourne. And it's sprinkling very slightly with rain. So I should pick up the pace so I don't end up being sodden somewhere I don't want to be. There you go. Doggo treats and a bag or two. That's very civic minded. It almost feels like I'm in a different city than on the previous walks. And in a strict sense I am. But yeah, this one feels like qualitatively different than the previous ones. I don't think it's just that the walks to Melbourne are ending. Yeah, totally different vibe. Which makes it feel fun in a weird way. Looks like somebody's collecting combi vans with club permits, so they're antiques. My brother-in-law and my sister love combi vans. It's a nice place over there. In fact, when they got married, their wedding cars were combi vans. And so I got to ride with my sister in a combi van, which was kind of cool. I gave her away at the wedding. I gave both of my sisters away at the weddings. And here we have a little bridge over the railway lines. It smells of ozone around here because of all the electricity from the railway lines, I think. You can see the city in the background. And my phone is just, my watch is just asking me if I want to go for a walk. And I do. So let's get over here, down the steps, and continue. Don't know about you, but I'm at the age where I hold onto the railing sometimes as I'm walking downstairs. Seen too many stuntmen go arse over tit to not be slightly careful about walking downstairs. Let gravity do the work. And over there, That's a grain thing. Still in use, oddly enough. So we went from little cottages across the bridge into light industrial with like a sudden definitive transition there. And you'll be pleased to know we are still on track. And we're going to be heading down towards Moonee Ponds Creek and follow the creek along for a while. Now, if the universe was worked out nicely, there'd be a coffee place not far away for me. There's some lavender. I like lavender. Is this a coffee place here? Not really, no. Damn. There's a burger place over there called the Famished Wolf. Now, I think we're coming up on the creek, and so I'll have to figure out how to get on the path. I think I go across this bridge, but we'll soon see. Lots of electrical things. We're going to be going under that freeway, by the way. The elevated one over there. Yep, on the other side of the creek. Which is down there. We're going to follow that along. For a while at least. And get down toward Docklands. And here's the Macaulay train repair area, where we're not going. We should be sharing the path with a lot of cyclists and joggers for a while as we go along Moonee Ponds Creek. So I'll stay on my side of the path to let them pass, because they're all going to be coming from behind me. There's the freeway overpass and down to the bike path. So let's get going. Let's continue the journey. Oh shit, I've got to take some photos too, don't I? I forgot the photos. Going to pause over here and get one. I do apologise, but I will get further photos as we progress along. Okay, back on the path again. Watch out for bikes. And if you look over there past the barbed wire, City of Melbourne. We've got a sign up here that says Capital City Trail. Good, I'm in the right city. So if I ever get lost on this path, just follow the bicycles. Bit of street art here. Corporate Street up. What's this say? We may end up going under a train. It's one of the V-line trains that goes out to the country areas. Right there. So on the second walk of this, I went under a train, and if I hurry just a little, tiny bit, I get to walk under another, which is what I am doing right this very moment. See, it's a callback to a previous walk. Oh. Okay, that blew out the mic. For those of you who said there's no rubbish around, it's very tidy where I am. I'm going to politely beg to differ, particularly around here. But we do have the elevated roadway pylon. Stop for another photo, I think. Okay, back into it. Follow the creek around the curve. Got a few little ducks down there. There we go. There, the microphone disattached because I've been turning the camera on and off a bit. So we're heading down to the western part of Docklands now, toward what used to be one of the two Costco warehouses in Melbourne. The one down here has since moved to Ardea, but it was here. So we've just got to get down here a bit and I'll show it to you, along with the disused and derelict Melbourne Eye Ferris wheel. Now, I don't know if I go under there to get the other side of the road or not, but I think I'll go this way. You know, I could have gone that way. In fact, I'm going to double back and do it. Get several more steps in. Stinks a bit under here. Which way do I go? I'm going this way. If in doubt, follow the bicycles. Sign there says 3 kilometres to the CBD, but we're not quite going that far. So that means it's less than 3 kilometres. An ephemeral little pond has formed here, undermining the concrete. This is all a reminder that this used to be swampland before a lot of it was reclaimed. As you can see, looking under the bridge there. And over there. Under another bridge. Wonder if I'll find any YouTube commenters under this one. Over there you'll see the Melbourne Eye, which is in the worst possible place for a Ferris wheel because it's only got a view of the docks and the shipping containers. It was an atrociously bad idea by an entrepreneur, and now we can't sell it. Can't even sell it for parts because it's not worth the money it would take to disassemble it, which is kind of funny. But that's capitalism for you. And up here we have some Indigenous themed street art on the bridge, which is very good. And if you look up here, I'll put an arrow up there to show you Bunjil, the eagle that protects Melbourne Naarm. And we're going to leave Moonee Ponds Creek now and head up into Docklands. There's a better view of the Melbourne Eye. They were even trying to sell us the gondolas on there for people to use for, I don't know, Airbnb, I suppose. Hey, I found a bubbler. Cool. Guess what? It doesn't work. That's a disappointment. I have to use my own water. And that building over there used to be the Costco. Okay, I think it may be time for another couple of photos. So let's do some street photography. And we're going across that green bridge. And we'll be going through Docklands, past Marvel Stadium, because Marvel got the naming rights after Etihad didn't. And then up to Southern Cross Station. I think it might be cool if I speed ramp the bridge. That way you won't have to hear me puffing up the hill. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And there's the bridge there. And there's the wheel. Here we go, proof of life. Yeah, that bridge is a little bit tough. Maybe it's because it's the end of the walk. Maybe it's because I didn't hydrate enough. So here we are. We're heading into Docklands. There. And we get through Docklands and chuck a left, and we're at Southern Cross Station. So we have almost made it all of the way from Werribee to the city. If you go down that street there is Docklands Film Studios, where they made, amongst other things, Late Night with the Devil. So that's pretty cool. And the frequency of the cyclists is picking up, of course. And for those of you who remember my Route 75 tram video, which pissed off more people than Donald Trump, this little bit of tram track in the middle of the road here is where they changed lanes to go back and forth to Vermont South. And down there is the front entrance to Docklands Studios, down the end of the street. And of course we had to get near the end of the video with another massage parlour. It's been a theme on these videos. We're now at Newquay, Docklands. I'm crossing over the road up here, and I'm going to do the last stretch. To be honest, I'm tempted to get a coffee here, but I want to get this walk done. So I'll get one when I get to the city. There it is, the benighted 75 tram. Longest tram route in Melbourne and the most stultifyingly boring. That's actually a 30. That only goes up to St Vincent's Plaza. Technically we've only got a couple of blocks to go, but they're slightly monolithic. And Southern Cross Station is just on the other side of Docklands Stadium. Versus the bad apple world. Okay, it's time for the health check. Knees are slightly sore, but not much. Thighs are very, very slightly sore. Ankles and everything else are doing okay. By the way, I'm doing a video after this one. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I'm doing a video after this one, just kind of debriefing on the whole walk from Werribee. I've got some thoughts, but I want to get them in note form, and I'll kind of attach video to them, just to let you know subjectively what the whole feeling was about the whole thing, and how I feel about it in a day's time. See, told you. Marvel Stadium up there. It's where you can see Chris Hemsworth fight the Hulk. So what I mean about brutalist architecture, it's all over the place here. And this over here is the Australian Sports Ball headquarters, where they have chronic traumatic encephalography as a business model. In other words, they cause brain damage to young people to make money. And they will spin every last cent of their billions of dollars to tell you otherwise. They've got all these flags on burial mounds shaped with the lacing of footballs. We've got a map up here, so we're going to check out the map. So we are here, and we have to get there. So it ain't far. And I really should get on with it. And we're going to be lazy because, screw it, I've walked from Werribee. So what I'm going to do is take the elevator up. And around the elevator for people with disabilities, it smells a lot like piss. So if anybody tells you what AFL headquarters smells like, just say a little bit like piss, because indeed it does. And it kind of smells a little bit worse in the elevator, come to think of it. There you go, Schindler's Lifts. And we are on the last stretch now. There's a sports ball stadium. If you want a tour of that, I would suggest look at another YouTube channel. They've squeezed a lot of apartments and other businesses in and around this area. Looks like some of them aren't doing that great. We can actually have a look in the sports ball stadium. Looks like they're doing a concert or something. There you go. You can look in there, I'll zoom a bit for you. All sorts of things. I've only been in there once, and that was for a work thing where they gave me free breakfast. Like a techno corporate blah blah thing. And like everywhere else in Melbourne, the poor people sit below and the rich people sit up the top eating posh food. That rain is very slightly picking up, so I'm kind of glad I'm under cover right now. Just walking along listening to Dean Martin on the headphones, or the earbuds. I wonder if this bubbler works. How's this one look? That's the dog one. Must be this one. Yeah, let's have a drink. We call these bubblers. And you can drink the tap water here in Melbourne. So next we go up at this long ramp here. See, lots of religious signage up here for the cult of Melbourne and its various tribes. I'll let you in on a secret, there's no good coffee shops around here. They're all mid at best. Really they are. Food's okay, but the coffee is less than you would think it should be. When we get up this ramp, I'll show you where I used to work when I had to. And we are almost there. What did I say I am? You're just sitting on your ass watching me. I used to work in the Crooked building up there for Telstra, doing the complaints for a telecommunications company, which is why I handle YouTube complaints so well. Channel 9 is also in there. Some of the Channel 9 TV people are nice, some aren't. Here we go, got a brass plaque. The Batman's Hill datum, named after John Batman, a racist. It's a point of origin for the survey of Melbourne's grid. And right here, or rather below our feet, is where they started doing the mapping of Melbourne. And over here, the wiggly bit is Southern Cross Station. And according to a rule I just made up, as soon as I tap my card and get into Southern Cross Station, I have officially finished my walk from Werribee to Melbourne Naarm. And we're coming up on it right now. And do I feel excited? No, I feel tired. But I probably will feel excited a little bit later. Just gotta be ready for this moment. You've been waiting for a long time. There we go, officially done it. Got to get my train home and I'm taking the fast one. I've got 5 minutes for that. So there you go, I made it. And I'm taking the lift because I can talk to you in the lift a lot quieter. Okay, thanks a lot for being part of this. I'm going to let you know later how I feel about it, but I made it. I have actually made it from Werribee to Melbourne. Wow. And my train is just here. And I'm going to get on it. So thanks very much for watching. Usual things, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the whole journey. Let me know what you think of this particular part of the journey. You can also become a patron at patreon.com/CherryTalksMovies. I'm going to keep this channel up. There's going to be more stuff in future. And until then, I'm getting on my train and going home. So I'll see you later.